Okay, so we got slightly cut off there, but what you needed to understand was if h is greater than 0, then h is on the x-axis because h being 0 is here. So in this case, it runs on the x-axis, which doesn't actually cut it. It might go along it, but it doesn't cut it. And because it's greater than 0, that means that we shade the region totally above it. So what we need to do now is actually show, and we'll pick another color again, we will show the feasible region. Now, the feasible region is the region where everything is shaded. Every part of every constraint. Every constraint has overlaps in that section. And for us, it's this green section down below. We can see that the h is greater than 0 is shaded there. Certainly our slanted line, 80m plus 120h is less than or equal to 2000, is shaded there because it's shaded underneath. And m is greater than or equal to 12 is shaded there as well because that's where it cuts the axis. So this little region here becomes our feasible region. And the feasible region, what that does is it shows us where all possibilities to answer our problem can be. So all possibilities that we've got have to fall in here. It can't fall anywhere else. So that allows us to, let's quickly whiz up and answer the last question. So we've drawn a graph and shaded the region defined by the constraints. We've done that. Now D, what possible combinations of microphones and headphones can Mohammed buy? So we can use the graph to determine that. So if we have a look at the graph, now I've just written here all of those things that we've actually talked about. I've written in writing as well. But you can read the possible combinations, I'm just going to straighten that up, of the axes, okay? And the axes where the feasible region will be. It can't be outside that. So this here is 12 and this here is 25. And we know that because that's that intercept there we plotted. And the other ones we read off this part of the graph. So, and we can find this because we're going to read off this way. So you see where it crosses at that point, those lines where the bounds of our feasible region will be. So what these are, and I'll just move this over a little bit this way. This is the possible range of headphones that we can buy. So remember, we're talking numbers here. So these are the possible range of the number of headphones we can buy. And this is the possible range of the microphones that we can buy. And to answer this question, once we've decided our feasible region, we just really need to read that off the graph. So, all right, let's write it down. D, possible combinations, read from the axes. Okay, so let's quickly go back up. So possible microphone range is going to be between 12 and 25, and possible headphone range is going to be between 0 and this is, let's say this is maybe 8. Now obviously it's going to depend on the accuracy of the graph. So the more accurate your graph, and of course you should be using ruler and making it very accurate, the more accurate your answer is going to be. 0 to 8 headphones. So the answer depends on the accuracy of the graph. Now, if you've done Maths B and you remember how to solve simultaneous equations, you could actually find where those two lines cross very accurately by solving simultaneous equations. If you would like me to show you that, and we could find exactly where that point is, because it's going to be the point where 80m plus 120h equals 2000 and m equals 12 is true. So if you would like me to show you that and get a very accurate answer, I'll be happy to do that next lesson. So that has answered all of those questions. It's important that you now go through and practice I realize these are long questions, but linear programming questions are long questions. So you're going to have to be able to do that relatively quickly. All right, any problems? I will see you in class. Thank you.